Alright, welcome to this second part video, that is mensuration. Make sure to check out the first part that I did on calculating the volume of the frustum. So in this video still we are going to calculate the volume of the frustum, but this time around we are going to consider a frustum coming from the solid shape, which is the pyramid. Okay, so how do you calculate the volume of such a frustum if you are given a question to calculate the volume? Now, we know that this shape, which is the frustum, before it was cut, it was a pyramid. Before it was cut, it was a pyramid. Okay, so that is one point to take note. So this part is showing a pyramid being cut, and now we have this part, which is the top part that was removed, and the down part, it is this one. So that is, so every time you are given a question to calculate a volume of such a shape, consider its original shape. So the original shape was this one. Okay, so that is first thing. The second thing that you need to know is that for you to find the volume of the pyramid, the volume of the frustum that we have here, or for us to find the volume of the frustum that we have here, we need to find volume 1. Volume 1 is the volume of the pyramid before it was cut, which is before it was cut. And how do you find the volume of the pyramid? Is 1/3 base area times height. So this one, we are going to put volume 1 for the big pyramid. Now, after it was cut, a small one, which is this one, okay, a small one, which is this one. So you find the volume of the big one before it was cut, this one, that is your volume 1. And now you also find the volume out after it was cut, a piece that was cut, that is your volume 2. Okay, after you found this, you are going to subtract volume 1 minus volume 2. That is the volume of the frustum. Once again, for you to find the volume of the frustum, you need to find the volume of the shape of the pyramid before it was cut. Then you subtract the piece, the volume of the piece that was removed. Okay, and the formula that you use either in volume 1 or volume 2 is base area times the height. So let me even write here for volume 2 also 1/3 base area times height. Okay, so now in order for us to find these volumes, what we need? We need the base area and height. Now, looking at this frustum that we have here, it was cut. Okay, looking at this frustum, it was cut, and after it was cut, from here up to there is 10 meter. But what is the volume? Because for us to find the volume of the big frustum, we need the height from down here up to the top there. We need the volume from down here up to the top there. We only have the height up to this point, that is 10. So now, before we even start calculating, we need to find the height. Okay. Now, how do you find the height? So in this case, we are going to form the ratio of height, so big H for the big height, to that of a small height. Okay, so the big H, the height, is the height of the whole pyramid, and the small height is the height of the cut part. Okay, the height of the small, which is the height of the cut part. Okay, now if you consider this one, as that part which was cut, which is this part here, is the part that was cut. For us to find the height of the whole pyramid from down here up to the top there, what we need to do? We have already 10. Then now we have this part which we don't know. Let us put this one H, small h, to represent a small height. So now the big H here, which means it will be small h plus, or let me say the given height, which is 10 meter, plus small h. This one gives the big H. Okay, so where there's the big H here, I'm going to put 10 meter plus H to H. So this is the ratio that you are forming. Then now also form the ratio of their base area. The base area is just the area of the base here. And what is the base here? We said it's a rectangle. So we are going to find, for base area, we're going to find the area of the rectangle, that is L times B. So for the big one, the base, big base here, what is the area? We have this side 6, so 6 meter multiplied by this side 8 meter. So what are we going to have? This one we are going to have 48 meter square. So that is the base area for the big one. Then now, what is the base area on top here? What is the base area on top here? The base of the small pyramid. What is the base area here? So the base area there, you're going to also find base area A is equals to L times B. So what is the base area if we are to replace? This side is 3, the other side is 4. So 3 meter times 4 meter. This one gives us 12 meter square. Okay, so we have the ratio of the height, that is the big height, to the small one. The big height, we said, is the one that moves from down here up to the top here, including the part that was cut. Now we only have a 10 here. We don't know H, the part that was cut, which makes the height H, big height, complete. So we need to add 10 plus H, that is for the big height, then to the small height. So we are going to put down here, since we are forming the ratio of the height, the big height to the small, and also the area of the big base of the base, ratio of base areas. So the big base here is 48 meter square to, what is the small one? 12 meter square. This one is good written as 10 meter plus H over 48 meter square is equals to H over 12 meter square. Okay, so at this point we cross multiply, and what are we going to have? We are going to have 10, that is 12, multiply 10 multiply 10 plus H is equals to 48 multiply, that is 48 multiply H. Okay, so let me just clean up this part here. So now what is the answer that we find after multiplying? We are going to find 120 plus 12H is equals to 48H. Taking the like terms on one side, we are going to have 120 is equals to 48H minus 12H. What do you have here? So here you are going to have 36H is equals to 120. So now you want to find the value. You want to find the value of H. So you divide both sides. 36. Also the other side 36. Therefore H is going to give you 3.333. So 3.33. Okay, meter. That is your small h. Okay, so having found the small h, now we can add the small h to the big H to give us the complete h. Okay, so h, since we said the big height is 8 or 10 plus h. So what is 10 plus 3.33? Okay, so this one is going to give us 13.33 as our big h. So this one is our big h. Then what is our small h? Our small h is 3.33 meter. Okay, Now that we found the heights, so we have the information that we need. We have the information that we need for us to find the volume 1 of the big pyramid. We subtract the small one, then we are going to remain in the volume of the frustum. So in placing the 1, so you're saying volume 1 is 1 over 3. Base area we found already is 48. Multiply, what is the height? We found 13.33. And if you multiply this one, you are going to have 213.28 meter cubed. So confirm this one if that is what you found. Then now volume 2, we apply the same formula, base area, which is the base area we found the 12 in the previous part. Then multiply, the height is 3.3. When we multiply this one, we are going to have 13.32 meter cubed. Now we have volume 1 and volume 2, and therefore we can subtract volume 2 from volume 1. So volume 1 minus volume 2, and what is volume 2? 213 minus 213.28 minus 13.32. So for me, this one, the final answer, it is giving me 199.96 meter cubed. This one is the volume